All right, good Monday morning, everyone. This is Sam Ray here at the National Weather Service office in Wakefield. I'll go ahead and get started with our live Monday briefing here. So this will cover the weather through the upcoming weekend. In terms of the highlights for this week, not really too much weather-wise occurring. We do stay mainly dry through most of this week. However, there will be another weak cold front tomorrow that could bring some scattered showers, particularly to the northern part of the area. Um, but we're really not expecting much in the way of moderate or heavy rainfall, and the forecast precipitation amounts are generally a quarter inch or less, so not really much precip with this event tomorrow. In terms of temperatures, we do stay mild today and tomorrow ahead of that cold front, but then behind that cold front and additional cold fronts this week, there will be a cooling trend. So we will be cooler by the end of the week, and especially by the weekend, where going to be noticeably colder, highs only in the 30s and 40s. On the marine side, we do have some lingering small craft advisories on the ocean today, mainly just for some elevated seas, and those will drop off this afternoon. And then we do have another period of elevated winds and waves that starts late tomorrow night and continues through most of the week into the weekend. There might be some off and on periods of weaker winds, but with the colder air, we do have gusty winds over the waters for most of this week. There is a low to moderate possibility, I would say, for some gale force wind gusts over the northern coastal waters on Wednesday. So just a closer look at the pattern here for the upcoming week. We do have, again, dry weather today behind that cold front that went through yesterday. And then this does kind of skip over the event tomorrow, but we do have another cold front that passes tomorrow, again, bringing the chance for some scattered showers. And then for the late week period, we do stay mainly dry with additional mainly dry cold fronts crossing the area. And then we do also probably stay dry through the weekend, but we are keeping an eye on a potential system that will be emerging out of the central part of the U.S. this weekend into the early part of next week. There is some potential for impacts across the area early next week, but again, since that is a week plus away, uncertainty is very high, but just something we're going to keep an eye on in terms of potential, at least some potential for some wintry weather early next week. So with that cold front tomorrow, again, really not expecting much rain, maybe up to a quarter inch in these areas across the north, but otherwise just, a few spotty showers. And again, through the weekend, not much additional rain on top of what falls tomorrow. So in terms of the temperatures, next few days, again, through the weekend, we are mild today and tomorrow, well above average for this time of the year. And then to start the new year, we do have a gradual cooling trend into the 50s and 40s by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then by the weekend, only talking about high temperatures in the 30s and 40s. So that will definitely be a big change from what we've seen the past couple of days. In terms of the overnight lows, again, those also trend colder, and then by the weekend, lows are expected to be in the teens and 20s area wide. And then in terms of the precip chances, dry today, and then it's mainly a 40 to 60% chance of showers tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, and then we dry off for Wednesday, Thursday. A low chance for maybe a shower on Friday with another cold front, but again, mainly dry through that period. And then again, the rain chances are, I guess, the precip chances do increase again later Sunday into the first part of next week. But shifting to the marine side here, a little more active on the marine side this week. So again, the winds pick up tomorrow night and they stay elevated through most of this week into the weekend with the colder air. So small craft advisories are likely. Probabilities for gusts greater than 25 knots also very high for most of the waters. There is some Low to medium chances for gale conditions, mainly gale force wind gusts. That would be Wednesday into Wednesday night, mainly for the northern half of our coastal waters. And then pretty much no probabilities for gusts anything higher than that. So, again, increasing marine hazards starting tomorrow night, and that lasts again through most of the week into the weekend. So in terms of just a closer look at the maximum wind gusts expected, these maximum wind gusts are mainly occurring tomorrow night through Wednesday. So generally up to 30-knot wind gusts expected over the Chesapeake Bay and the rivers, with I guess up to 35 knots, 30 to 35 knots over on the ocean. So the highest wind gust again are expected offshore of the Maryland waters up here, where there is some possibility for gale conditions. And then we do again expect building waves and seas, but with the offshore wind direction, they shouldn't get too high. So 3 to 4 feet in the Chesapeake Bay, and then 4 to 6 feet generally on the ocean. And then just a closer look, individual look for various sites. Again, building wind gusts, perhaps a brief lull later Thursday into Friday, but they do pick up again into the weekend. We didn't get much rain yesterday. Wasn't much for most of the area, so we still do have a drought conditions, especially for the eastern half of the area, closer to the coast, and especially up on the northern neck into the eastern shore, where we still do have moderate to severe drought in those areas, with abnormally dry or moderate drought conditions further to the west, in the 95 corridor, and then out to the Piedmont as well. So regardless of any winter weather chances, winter weather precipitation chances, there is a very high likelihood of colder than average temperatures beginning again for the weekend period lasting into next week. And then in terms of precip chances, mainly near to slightly above normal precip chances favored for next week. And with that, I'll just leave these key messages up here, and then I can take any questions if there happen to be any.